I remember breastfeeding my baby for the first time, and the first few weeks just being toe curling, extremely painful, where I would dread sitting in a chair with them and giving them food. And that made me feel like a horrible mom. I was just in a lot of pain. And it wasn't until I learned some key tips that that pain completely disappeared. Now, there's one word that we typically don't use a lot before birth, and then suddenly we're saying it multiple times a day: latch. And that word can either bring to mind tears of relief with a good latch, or toe curling, shoulder hunching, deep, anguishing inhales and pain. Oh man, I just remember watching my son move his mouth side to side and just bawling because I didn't want to feed him. I dreaded feeding him. And if this is you, let's get you the help you deserve, and let's make breastfeeding pain-free. I'm Jess. I'm an IBCLC. I've breastfed 3 premature babies, and I'm very passionate about giving care to mothers after birth. This channel is all about guiding you through that first year so that you can enjoy motherhood. So if you want videos about breastfeeding, parenting, postpartum fitness, just hit the subscribe button. So first, let's talk about the basics of a good latch. What is happening? So when we have a shallow latch, when our latch is not peaceful, comfortable in any way, it's typically because our baby is grabbing the tip of the nipple and they're applying pressure there. Maybe they're using their gums, maybe they're just latching on right here and they're just pulling. And that repeated pressure causes pain, it causes cracks, it can cause infections. What's happening is the nipple is being pressed against the hard palate of their mouth. So if you feel inside your mouth, you have a hard palate, it's tough, and then if you go back farther, you have a soft palate. The same for our babies. So when they have a shallow latch, they're pushing this nipple against a firm surface, and it's applying pressure, and it is very uncomfortable. And they're holding it because it starts to slip backwards. So the key to getting a great latch is to get the nipple towards the soft palate. Why is it important, and why do we need to get the nipple farther back to the soft palate? It's because, number one, it's going to bring you so much comfort in your breastfeeding. It is also going to help your baby remove more milk, which means more milk is leaving your breast, which means your supply is great and strong and you don't have that stress added to you. And it's going to be an easier relationship for you and your baby to getting fed. Now, 2 of the biggest tips I can give you is aligning your baby properly and then using their chin against the breast, and I'm going to walk you through all of this. So you'll also know how to unlatch safely if they get a shallow latch that first time. And sometimes you don't get it right away, right? We have to try a couple times, but you will get it. You will get it, okay? Now, some of the most common mistakes we make when breastfeeding is we tense up, right? Our shoulders are tight. We are misaligning our baby, which means like their tummy is facing towards the sky rather than their tummy facing towards us. And we just kind of shove it in there real fast. As soon as we can, we wait for them to open their mouth, and then we just push it in and then just hope for the best. We're going to walk through step by step how to safely get your baby latched so that you are not inhaling toe curling pain, okay? So first, you're going to relax. You're going to get in a comfortable chair. Inhale, long deep exhales, relax your shoulders. Then you're going to bring your baby to your breast. One second, I have misplaced my baby. My children have decorated my baby and I can't get this thing off, so this is her fashion outfit for today. All right, so let's walk through this latching process step by step. You're going to take a few deep inhales and long exhales. Just relax your shoulders, okay? Relaxing our shoulders, we're going to take our baby and we're going to be watching them for the rooting reflex, which means their head is moving side to side and they're trying to find our breast. We're going to be using that. Now, we're going to take our breast, compress it, which means you're going to put your fingers right outside the areola and press down, so it kind of flattens it out in a way. And this makes it easier for our baby to get more in their mouth. Now you're going to take your breast as it's flattened, you're going to push it down on their chin. Don't put your nipple down on their chin. It's the breast tissue. Down, and then they're going to open up really wide, and that's when you fold in your breast. So pushing down, folding in. And then we are making sure that is going to get the nipple to the soft palate already. Then we're making sure that their tummy is turned towards us. We want their head, their neck, and their spine in one straight line. Tummy to tummy. Tucked in as tight as we can get them, and making sure both nostrils can be seen while they're eating. Now, there is the textbook perfect latch, right? You want your angles, like certain angles, lips flared out. But really, if it causes you no pain, if they're withdrawing milk, if they're comfortable, that's a perfect latch. It doesn't have to look exactly like the textbook pictures. And when their top lip is like tucked in, you can just take your pinky and pop it out. Now, sometimes when we're latching, we accidentally get a pretty shallow latch that first time, and we need to unlatch. So just place your pinky in the corner of their mouth, and then what you're going to do is you're going to wrap your pinky around your nipple and then slowly pull it out. I've seen moms try a few different ways of, like, one is pushing their lip open and pulling it out, but that tends to be a bit rougher, and sometimes they will still clamp down. So a surefire way they will never clamp down and hurt you is just by protecting your nipple with your finger, just wrapping it around and gently pulling it out. And then you try again as many times as you need to. But if it hurts, unlatch. Don't stick with it, okay? Now, your baby can learn to fix the latch at any point. If they have been struggling, if you guys have been having really painful breastfeeding sessions, it can become pain-free. They're fast learners, man. Babies are fast learners. Their brain is growing rapidly. And this is a skill that we are both learning. Like, you are learning to feed this baby. No matter how many babies you've had and how many babies you've fed, it's never the same, right? It's never the same twice. This baby has specific preferences. This baby's birth was different, you know, and the way that your body is reacting is a little bit different. We're all relearning things again, so give yourself a little bit of grace. And you can let them use their hands when they're nursing, because sometimes we want to, like, pin down their arms, but that's how babies learn to kind of, like, position themselves, and they use their hands to feel around. So as long as their hand is not gripping on your nipple and, like, pulling it, ooh, it hurts me so bad when I see that happen. Then you can just let them use their hands around your breast. Sometimes they'll push against your breast, and that's just them trying to get more milk coming out. 7 steps. Narrowed it down to 7 steps. So, number 1, get the baby in place. Number 2, head, neck, spine in a line. Number 3, inhale, exhale, relax your shoulders. 4, take your breast and compress down. Now 5 is we're going to slide our baby down a little, push our chin down on them, and then latch. Now, after all of this, if you're still in so much pain, or you can hear any clicking sounds while they're nursing, please talk to a lactation consultant who can do an in-person visit with you. It's extremely beneficial. I hope this helps. Love ya. See you, pizza.